This is a live look at the Swamp, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium in Gainesville. A Week 1 showdown with both teams hoping to start their season off on a high note. It's the Florida Atlantic Owls and the Florida Gators. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rose, some interesting storylines setting up in this one.
Guys, Florida has been through the gauntlet of coaches lately, trying to find some stability. They have a new opportunity here with a young up-and-coming coach in John Summerall. He has been a proven winner at all of the stops. Now he has an opportunity to turn the Gators around and bring them back to relevance in the SEC. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. So the Florida Atlantic Owls kicker approaches the football, and the 2026 season is underway. Fielded in the end zone, it's Abrams. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. The Gators offense will take the field first. And there he is, this senior wide receiver. And you get the idea that he'll be keeping an eye on the kind of day his counterpart is having for their offense. Pulling it, finds his man on the left. Turning it on! And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. You go with the first snap of the game, and you make a big play like that, your confidence just soars.
I don't know if the defense was sleepwalking here, Reese, but it's almost as if they didn't know the game had actually started. They were just kind of lethargic in the back end. I don't think they were anticipating this offense taking a shot on the first play.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The run inside. It's Pryor. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Got his man downfield. Dashing the D on the touchdown, Gators!
Oh, what the fuck is that? Okay, I see now.
Out into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up. They're on the board first here in the season opener.
I mean, what a great way to start this game. Getting the football in the end zone, getting it to your big play wide receiver. Nice job by this offense.
Yeah, David, it just seems like this offense came out with a sense of urgency, right? They're playing with great energy, and it seemed like everything they dialed up on that drive worked perfectly. Really nice rhythm, really nice flow, and they cap it off with a touchdown pass.
The Owls offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And there he is, this senior wide receiver. This is the guy the entire passing game is built around. He is a big play waiting to happen. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known.
And, man, this guy is fun to watch. You do not want to take a bathroom break. Sit in your seat when this offense has the ball, because at any point in time, this receiver can make the unbelievable highlight catch, David. His catch radius is as good as there is in all of college football. He has an unbelievable ability to just reel it in. You just expect it to happen today.
It's just a knack, and it's almost like every weekend you're going through social media, like, where's the clip, right? Like, because he just makes these clips that most humans don't make, whether it's one hand, whether it's two hand, whether he's guarded or not. Like, he just has this unbelievable knack of playmaking, and we will see it today at some point in the ballgame.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Finds his man. At the 45 on his way. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. Florida Atlantic going back to work after moving the chains. On the ground, it's Bernard. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Rides to the back. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on 3rd down. Timeout is called, and they got it just in the nick of time before the delay of game penalty. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. Fighting off the defender. They are on the move as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 28.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. You just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
Big loss on the last play threatens to knock this drive off course. It's 2nd and 16. Making side adjustments here. Back to pass on 2nd down. Under fire. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
Man, that's a great example of KYP. Know your personnel. A QB that doesn't run great, trying to get outside the pocket. Nice job by the defense applying pressure and running him down and getting the huge loss.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Going for the big play. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Bought a little time. Lets it go. Finds his big tight end. He's across the 50 and out of bounds at the 49, and a great pickup on that one. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line.
I just stuck as if you want to buy you pass it.
And he swallowed up immediately. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Trying to move them on the counter. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Caught in the backfield. It's ball. Good pickup, but a little bit short of the sticks.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Wide wide receiver going in motion. He's got him. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. And the Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game.
Yeah, he is.
The DBs will back off a bit. From the red zone, it's ball. Tackled after a short gain, it'll be 2nd and 9. Didn't get much on first down, it's 2nd and 9. Now the play fake. Firing to the right, complete. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense, 1st and goal from the 7. The Gators, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Working that left side now. Touchdown, Gator! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
It does not take this offense long to get going. We've seen 2 drives. We've seen 2 touchdowns, David. They are so explosive. They've got so much speed all over the field, and they're lighting the scoreboard up early.
Hey, you better find some answers defensively. You better find a way to slow them down. And how about this next possession for your offense? Like, coming on the field, you can tell. As an offense coordinator, you got to feel it. Like, my defense is not holding them down right now. We got to put together a drive, get some points on the score in this next possession.
Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the 2nd. He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Motion from the wideout. Wide open on the move. He has it on the jet sweep. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. A 3rd and short coming from their own 20-yard line. On the run, it's Bernard. He did everything he could to find enough running room, but he'll be stopped about 3 yards short of the first down marker. It's 4th down.
Is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So here comes the Florida Atlantic offense ready to go to work. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game, and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
It just looked like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit, and if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down. Florida Atlantic gets to the line quickly. first down. Got it. Breaks into the open. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. The Gators are going to call their first timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half.
Did you say this?
They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Bernard.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of games all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back. So keep...
Makes the grab and room to run. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Florida Atlantic will go to work with a fresh set of downs.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
They'll give him 4 on the pickup in 2nd and 6.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
He's now up to 52 yards rushing in this first half, and he is making quite the impression in the opener.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
Wow, what are you doing?
The Owls back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Running inside. It's Bernard. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. They get to him, and now they'll face a 3rd and long.
10-yard loss,
This is not going to get any easier.
So good, you get 10-yard fucking loss. That's garbage. You can't do shit like that. It's not good football.
This has not been a great day early for this offense.
Let's see if he can drop it. He didn't
On
drop
3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And they decide to trot out the kicker.
It's
good. He hit that one right down the middle.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Number 41 set to kick off.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling on until they find an answer.
Really nice job there by the quarterback understanding it's blitz, and not just that it's blitz, but knowing whether it's man coverage or zone coverage behind the blitz. You've still got to know where your answer is going to be based on what the defense is doing in the back end, and he add the answer to the test right there.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. They'll move the wide receiver. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Unloads it downfield. He's got it on the outside. Here he goes. Touchdown, Florida. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch it.
And QBs love their big tight ends, and especially guys that can do such great things after the catch. He catches it. Dang, Palmer, he looks like a daggum receiver after he catches the football.
What a matchup nightmare, too, man. I mean, he's just too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. If I'm this QB, I'm looking that guy's way a lot more often in this one.
And the return man is brought down, but there is a penalty flag on the play, and if I were a betting man, and sometimes I am, I'd say they're going to throw it in reverse. They'll get a little bonus yardage added on with that face mask penalty, adding 15 to the return. Wants to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Grab behind the line. It's Pryor. They make the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a 1st down.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And already in the 2nd quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
Finds his man. It's Brown. Touchdown, Gators! And they take it in for 6 more points. Another touchdown for this guy, and he's starting to get in a groove the way Terry Dean did when he set the single-game record with 7 touchdowns.
Another one. I mean, just putting up stats. This guy's finding the end zone, and he can do it all, just showing it off left and right. When you play in such a physical league like the SEC, but you got a guy like this that can get an extra 1st down and really keep those chains moving and score big plays and big touchdowns, good luck stopping him.
Coming out with it, it's Johnson. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Looking downfield on 1st down. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Gonna run it. It's Bernard. He tried to find some running room, but they get him stopped. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Need 10 yards on this 3rd down, and they're backed up inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. Hit as he throws. What a grab with one hand. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down.
Oh, you see you so taking the dye your hair, what?
Trying to keep the drive alive. There he goes. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. Florida Atlantic goes to work with a fresh set of downs.
I am this.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Here's a heat. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And he makes another momentum-building play. His 2nd interception in the 1st half. He can feel where the football's going. Got a good beat on this offense.
Got some room to run. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. And some room to work. Could be an alley. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking to throw on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. So now it's 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He'll throw it. This time it's complete. He'll be pulled down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line as they play a little pitch, catch, and run. Set up for the first down play, and they're going to call a timeout and talk it over instead. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. Defense just a little too eager, and that's 5 yards for the O. I guess the good news on that penalty is at least the defense didn't have to back up that far. It's still 1st and goal. They want to throw it. Big guy smells it. Touchdown, Gator! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. His 3rd touchdown of this game and his 3rd on the season.
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I'll tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they could become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Rushes on him. Takes a hit as he fires. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
I mean, this game has to feel like a living nightmare for this quarterback. We're still in the first half, and this guy, with all the interceptions he's thrown, with all the inaccurate balls, nothing is going right. They have no semblance of a passing game because they simply cannot establish a rhythm under center.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Makes the grab. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Defense was swarming around this quarterback, and he never had a chance to get it off. And down he goes, and we will head to halftime. As the Gators head for the locker room by the watchful eye, that full Gator head. Let's check in with Kevin Connors at the half.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We start with a look at Ohio State taking on the Ball State Cardinals. And it's the Buckeyes trying to win the home opener. They've got the lead midway through the first half. And now we take a look at some of the other games going on around the nation on another wild day of college football. Now over to your game inside the swamp. This tight end is enjoying quite the day through 2 quarters. It's amazing how athletic tight ends are now and just how much they're utilized. He's played a starring role in giving them this halftime lead. With that said, let's send it back to our guys and all those chomping hands there in the swamp.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. As we start the second half, Holly, what adjustments do these teams want to make?
Hey guys, the Owls head coach told me at the half they are really thrilled with how their defense is playing so far. They knew coming in that they had a really tough opponent in the wide receiver on the other team, somebody who could change a game with one route. But their defense has been stout and solid. We'll see if they can continue to do that here as that wide receiver gets the ball here to start the second half. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. Florida Atlantic will have to send out the punt team. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down. They punted away on 4th down. Wanted to make sure not to give them a chance for a return as it goes out of bounds. They'll go back to work on offense. The run inside. It's Bernard. Weaves his way ahead and gets 5 out to the 18-yard line.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
Throw him to the spot, and that's exactly what he did to pick up the first down.
And that's so many hours of doing this together. You know exactly when he's going to break on that out route. You know what kind of speed he has because you've thrown it so many times. Nice rhythm and timing, and you could tell that was experience between receiver and quarterback.
Here comes the heat. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. Flips it out on the screen. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Owls trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield, it's Farrell. Nice pickup there, gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Florida Atlantic trying to line up quickly.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And in my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He did in that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Working that left side. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32. Florida Atlantic going back to work after moving the chains. To the air on 1st down. Pressure coming. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play. You can't wait for this game to be over.
They've methodically worked it down the field. This the 11th play of the drive, but the defense can get off the field now. Pocket breaking down. And they got it.
And it's been a long day. I mean, there's not much to point out that this offense has done well. They're behind huge, and they got no shot if they can't somehow find a way to protect their quarterback.
You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Paul.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Quick release by the QB. He works his way to the 21-yard line. Not enough to pick up the first down. The Gators will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he's stopped. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. They reached deep in the playbook, used almost all of them, it seemed, Jesse, and still ended up having to punt last time.
And I think on this next drive, David, you can go back to some of the stuff that worked that last drive, too. Find the things that you had success with. You just got to be able to build on it a little bit.
Yeah, and just break that extra tackle, you know, make that extra play, make the guy miss, put a drive together so you can finish with some points.
Brought down at the 28, a chunk play, 15 yards on that one, and a first down. Sends it back in motion. Wants to throw on first down.
Yeah, and what a nice job seeing it, reacting, and throwing. When you run these RPOs, you want to read the defense really quickly. Is he playing run? Okay, boom, I'm going to throw the slant right behind him. Nice job by the QB.
Quarterback making adjustments. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Farrell. They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25. Florida Atlantic races to the line. Trying play action. Under fire. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Gets rid of it. It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass, and they forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
Let's go to the sideline in Holly Rowe.
Here on the Gators sideline, the quarterback has done a terrific job here today, guys. Over 150 yards passing, but they have yet to answer on the ground. They want to keep this defense guessing, not get predictable in their play calls. That means they've got to get better on the line of scrimmage and get that run game alive here today. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Brown. Breaks free, and he might be gone. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Snagged out of the air. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. And the Gators can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Off play action. Here's the pressure. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
A loss of 11 on that play.
They've gotten off to a great start with a season-opening victory. Let's take a look at what's on the schedule for next week. As As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. After swapping into the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Jones to throw. Zings it complete to the right. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be fourth down. The Gators will bring the team onto the field. Showing some serious leg strength on that boomer. And they can't get on top of it to down it, so that ball will come out to the 20. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. They'll start this drive with a pass. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming. Behind the chains now on second and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. They're working that left side. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. Florida Atlantic will go to work with a fresh set of downs. Bring in the heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Throwing right. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the fourth quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
Catch in the middle, it's Henry. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game, so maybe they can find some.
Runs through a man, he might have space. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. The Owls go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Running inside, it's Farrell. Here's a little room there. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. And the Owls have their whole playbook open here on second and inches. Running the red zone, it's Farrell. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. The Owls kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. And the Owls pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll run it on first and goal. Fighting his way for every inch, but he still needs a few more. He stopped short of the goal line. Now it's second and goal. The give. Trying to find the end zone, and he's not going to make it as this defense is making it tough. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Trying to get it done with the run here on third and goal. Did not get an inch. This defense digging in, and it's fourth and goal.
Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here, Bob.
And I get that, but I've worn this defense out, man. I'm going to go for the touchdown right here. And if I miss, they got to go the whole length of the field to score a touchdown.
On fourth and inches, maybe rethink things just for a moment. They call a timeout. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this fourth down. A fourth-quarter field goal down by this much, that's a lot like putting a lipstick on the proverbial pig. Doesn't do much to change the looks. Got to score the touchdown on 4th and goal. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down. 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. You got to take care of the ball, but there is room to take a shot here. The transfer has it his first carry. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. He's got it again. Got enough for the first. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain. I know this is disappointing, but plenty of teams have suffered early losses and come back to have great seasons. I mean, think of 1983 Miami, one of the great teams of all time. Blown out in the opener, won the national championship.
Well, some of us weren't alive. Everybody probably playing this game wasn't alive with that comment. But yeah, great example, Reese. But listen, your season isn't over. Things still down the road for you to look forward to, still improve on, can still have all of your dreams out in front of you. But, you know, 83, Jesse, I know you were playing college football then, but share.
I think I had just learned how to walk.